All right, we have this body fat caliper, so I'm gonna measure my body fat. So I woke up this morning at 2:30, which is probably a little heavy for me, but nonetheless, we'll get some data and then we'll work from there. Is the accuracy on this thing like really that accurate? I believe yes, depending on where you're measuring, but nonetheless, what really matters is that you're getting directional accuracy. So whether it is accurate or not, as long as you're consistent in your reading and you're measuring, then that's giving you what you want. So if my goal would be to lose weight and to lose body fat with that weight, not muscle, measuring at 2:30 and getting a reading of 20%, and then redoing that measurement at 2:20, so me losing 10 pounds, and then getting a new reading at 13% would be directional accuracy, because that in the end is what you are actually trying to do. All right, so we're gonna measure 4 sites. So my brother will help here. So we're gonna do actually 2 tests. This thing came with a chart. This was like $15 on Amazon. This came with a chart, and 3 sites for this is the chest, the abdomen, and the thigh. And then I was just watching another video of Greg Doucette, and he did the bicep, tricep, back, and abdomen for men. So we'll do both, and then we'll just look at both. So we'll do this one first. So the first one will be the chest, and it's diagonal midpoint between the nipple and the front of the underarm. So nipple and armpit. Before I measure, if I had to guess, it'll be somewhere between 17 and 20 right now, which I wish was 15, but we'll work towards it. All right, so we're going between the nipple and the underarm. So my brother's gonna be pinching my skin. It's important that you don't get the muscle. You wanna only grab the skin. So you should be pinching and then kind of sliding off until you feel the muscle come off of your pinch. It's kind of a weird thing to explain, but if you do it, you can even do it on yourself, you would know what it is. So the first place is gonna be the chest. We're gonna do 3 measurements for each site, and then we're gonna take the average of that. So the first one, again, the chest between the nipple and the underarm, and you just wanna pick one side of your body to do it on. So we'll do the right side. So he's using his best judgment to find a place between my nipple and my armpit, and then that thing is gonna pinch the skin.
7.
So first is a 7.
8.
7, 8.
8.
All right, so 7, 8, and 8. So we'll write those down. All right, the second site is gonna be 2 centimeters or 3/4 of an inch to the right of my belly button, and you're gonna be pinching vertically.
12.
All right, so first one is a 12. This thing just has to wait 2 seconds in between reading too. 12, 15. Last one. And then the third one is 14. So 12, 14, and 15. And then the last one for the 3 site reading is the thigh. It's a vertical skin fold, and it is from the middle of the thigh, halfway between the top of the thigh and the kneecap.
5.
All right, so 5 for the first one,
6.
6 for the second.
5.
All right, so 5, 6, 5. All right, now we'll do a second reading. So this is based on a video I just watched of Greg Doucette. And the 4 points are gonna be the bicep, the tricep, the abdomen, and then part of the back. So the first one is gonna be bicep, halfway from the shoulder to the elbow.
4.
All right, first one's a 4.
4.
2 4s.
3.5.
And a 3.5. All right, so second site is gonna be the tricep, again, halfway from the shoulder to the elbow, vertical skin fold. 5 for the first one.
6.
6. We're going up.
6.
5, 6, 6. All right, the third one on my back is gonna be 2 centimeters from my scap, so under my shoulder blade. This is a diagonal fold, so 45 degrees.
13.
13,
15.
15.
16.
So 13, 15, 16 on my back. All right, so the last site for the 4th and final measure is gonna be a diagonal fold again, vertical and parallel from the iliac crest, so kind of my oblique over here, and I'm gonna have my arm raised. So kind of right above this bone right here. 14, 15,
17.
17.
Relieved of your duties.
All right, so using those measurements, we now have the caliper readings. So we're gonna go ahead and put this into the calculator. So apparently this is the Dernan in Vomersely calculator. I guess that's the name of the specific test where you take the Skinfold at the 4 sites. So age 27, weight 230. The average for my biceps was 3.83. The average for my triceps was 5.66. The average for my back was 14.66. And then the average for my oblique was 15.33. So we have that here. We'll go male and then calculate. Okay, so this says I'm 16% body fat, so around 193 pounds of lean muscle, and then just about 37 pounds of body fat mass. I guess I'm average for my age group. Okay, and then it tells you down here how body fat percentage is actually calculated. So it's obviously using some type of equation here, but 16%. All right, so there you have it. 16% body fat. Do I think that thing's actually accurate? In some ways, yeah. It's probably off by 1 or 2%, but again, what we care about is directional accuracy. So when I test again, obviously if I'm a lower body weight, I'm gonna want a lower body fat percentage because that means I lost fat with weight loss instead of muscle. So really just wanna get a read on directional accuracy so that I can retest later on and see where I'm at. But I do like that one better than the one that just came with it. So the one that came with it says to read the chest, ab, and the thigh, and we did that. The average for my chest was 7.66. The average for my abdomen was 13.66. And then the average for my thigh was 5.33. And this says to add it together and to actually look at this chart. And so somewhere with your age and the sum of the 3 sites, you're gonna see a number for body fat percentage, and I come out to 7 on this one. So that one's definitely wrong because I'm definitely not single digit body fat. I know that. I don't really have visible abs right now. So this is definitely not accurate. So I'm going with the second one we did, the one from the Greg Doucette video, where we measure bicep, tricep, back, and oblique. And I'm gonna take that number and use it for directional accuracy going forward. It's weird because I've done this DEXA scan before where like I thought I was pretty lean and I came out to like 13 or 14%. So I can only imagine what a DEXA would tell me right now. There's no perfect way, in my opinion, because DEXA scan may be the gold standard. Things like water manipulation are heavily influenced in a DEXA scan, all the way down to, how many meals you might have eaten before. Whereas, Skinfold, one, this thing was easy. It was $15 off of Amazon. A DEXA could be like $200. And 2, this one's easier. I just did it in my apartment. A DEXA scan, you actually have to go to a place and lay on a bed to get it. Obviously, there's many ways where a skin caliper can go wrong. But again, I'm not too interested in pinpoint accuracy right now. I just want directional accuracy. So we're going with 16% on the Skinfold that we just used. That is the first data point I'll have on myself for body fat percentage using one of these. So probably retest in a few months from now, probably before I start cutting. So